Are we gonna have a problem here today?
No.
Yep.
I wasn't asking you. I need to get ready for sick week. I have to pick a car, get it running and driving, and all that. I know what you're gonna say. I've got some that are running and driving. She doesn't know it yet. Mallory's car is the backup plan.
I'm sorry. What?
If none of this works out, I'm taking the El Camino to sick week.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah. What I want to do today is weigh this thing because I've got one final thing that's going to be like my determination. I pretty much already made up my mind on which car I'm using. You guys haven't seen it yet, but you will shortly. Since we've got them, I want to put this thing on the scales, then roll it outside, then grab the new vehicle, bring it inside, put it on the scales, and see what the difference is. And I think that's going to probably solidify the choice that I'm making. So let's get scales. Come on.
Because I love you, but I'm not going to put my pants on the floor.
I guess I'll put my pants on the floor. Keep going. All the way down. There you go. Now it's, there you go. Keep going. Now up. All the way down. All right, that's good enough.
I don't have a clue.
2,000 pounds. 1995. Yeah. So part of the reason we're doing this is because whatever it is I do for sick week needs to be like the easiest thing, right? My body's still jacked up. I'm still not 100%. I don't get the time and patience to be doing crazy extravagant projects. This one is a drivetrain away.
It's very nice inside too.
It is. This one is very nice inside. Did you look inside the other one?
Mm-mm.
Just wait. Just wait.
Is that a good just wait or a bad just wait?
Well, there's nothing in there to be good or bad.
Okay.
So, whatever it is, it's got to be the easiest thing, or like, you know, an easier challenge. That thing is not going to be a drag and drive car anytime soon. This one's pretty easy, and then the one outside's pretty easy. This one right now, surprisingly, well, because it's got no motor and trans in it. Motor and trans, everything loaded down, turbo. This thing would probably be $2,700 pounds, 2,600 pounds. If it weighs 1995 now, because you got to think, even if we use, oh, so they don't even know what we're using yet.
Right, I thought you were going to do that after.
Okay, yeah. So if we use that motor and all, that thing's probably like 400 some pounds. Turbo is another, depending on which one I use, or ones, could be anywhere from 50 to 100 pounds. So there's say 550 plus a trans. A power glide, say, is 100. It's not, but let's say it is. A drive shaft, everything. Yeah, so 650. Yeah, so about, well, fuel and all that. So probably 2,800 pounds. That's not counting my 170 pound behind in it. All right. I think I know what's going to be later.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. So before we bring this incredible piece of machinery into the shop here, I want to give you guys a little backstory. Last year I did sick week, and we did it in a C10 that I paid $1,500 for, did absolutely no work to, drove it to Florida, did sick ward, which is everything but the racing, and then drove it back home. So this year I was like, number one, I'm kicking myself for selling that C10. I wish I could buy it back, but the guys already got it torn down to the frame. Like, we ain't getting that back, can't do nothing with it. I wanted to get another C10. I just couldn't find anything I really liked. And then this thing popped up for a deal. And I would really like to drive it to Florida, compete in sick week, and drive it back. Meatball, hit the button. They probably can't see it because it's outside. All right, let's push it in. I don't think they can see it. Come on. Oh, okay. Steering work. I think it's good. We hit something. Oh, we hit a scale. We have a 1984 FFR, which stands for Ford Ranger. I'll let you figure out the rest. That's going on a t-shirt, FFR. This thing got a clean title. It's still got windshield wipers. It's got working lights. It's got everything except a drivetrain. There's no motor and trains. We do have a drive shaft. It's got an 8.8 rear with Caltrax already on it. It's got some wheels, slicks and skinnies. I think they're only like 9 inches wide in the back, but it's got that. And it has the factory hood that's pin on for some reason. But factory hood, nothing really under there. Right? There's nothing in it. But that he did run, look, there's a brand new fuel pressure regulator. He ran brand new battery cables, super thick, very nice stuff. So he's run some new wiring. There is a brand new, like I said, fuel line. There's a fuel cell on the back. We're gonna have to, unfortunately, replace the fuel line and the fuel pressure regulator. Well, we don't need to replace the fuel line, but I own a fuel line company, so it kind of makes sense for us to have our stuff on it. Because that's the other thing. We're gonna use this thing to kind of highlight some of the parts and stuff that I got coming. So we're gonna build an engine for this, and it's one you guys have been waiting on for a long time, and it probably makes no sense to do it here. But this one is gonna get the Texas Speed aluminum 332 with this run. Yes. Yeah. So because you got to think about it, right? I want to drive it to sick week, race it, and then drive it home. So we could use a junkyard LS.
That's not.
But it could. That's a crapshoot.
Well, it's not.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to drive down to Florida to save you.
Right. I don't want to be saved down in Florida. And the only reason I'm thinking about that is because there's no way that I can think of getting a trailer on my trailer. Like I'd have to, right? If I want to tow a trailer. But logistically for sick week, this makes the most sense. It's got a bed. We can put stuff in the bed. So if I decide to do no trailer, we can just carry everything in the bed, right? And then if I do decide to do a trailer, it's $150 trailer hitch to go on one of these things, right? So like if we tried to put a trailer hitch on the Regal or that Fox body or anything else, like now we get into like a custom fabrication situation, which is not the end of the world. It's just I don't know how much I can do, so I'm trying to not overdo it. And then also it's a truck, so putting a roll cage in this thing is significantly easier than the Regal, which I didn't want to do anyway, and it would ruin the interior. Bless you. I don't care about this interior. There is no interior. There's nothing to it. And I can cut a hole in it. It's $1,000 truck. This is the shit I love. Taking some junk, throwing it together, except we're going to throw it together with really nice parts. I got a whole new ECU and wiring harness, so we don't have to steal stuff from the Nova. Actually, we should switch them. We should take the Nova one for this, but we'll figure that out because the new one's nicer. But yeah, and we're going to put good parts in it. And I haven't decided whether or not I want to go grab another Power Glide or if I want to do the 400. The 400 is strong. We'll take up the abuse, but a Power Glide is probably the easiest thing on the road to fix, and the most people, like the Power Glide guy told me, he's like, if you ever want to learn how to build a train, start with a Power Glide. They're the easiest. Like,
look at you running off on all these stuff. I thought we needed to weigh it first to see if this was the one.
Oh, yeah.
And you pulled it in here and you're like, this the one. How about we weigh it first?
So unless it somehow weighs drastically more than the Mustang, we're definitely doing this.
Okay. Let's weigh it.
This is way cooler. It's got a short bed. What? Can you get in there? You can get in there.
No, not that.
Under the hood? No, you can't get under the hood.
No.
What? You got boogers.
On it.
Oh, you want to get on it? Oh, well, I asked you if you wanted to do that earlier.
I do.
There you go. It's an old truck. Look, we got a racing steering wheel.
Can I sit in it?
The vroom absolutely. We got carbon fiber monster tack. There's a B&M Pro Ratchet shifter. I don't know what that's for. Like, I don't know what the cable and the brackets are for, if it's for a Glide or a Ford Trans or whatever. This seat is not bolted down. It's a bench seat out of a Blazer or something. I don't know. I forget what he said. Not a Blazer, but like a Expedition. Fuel cell, battery tie down. It's already got a battery kill switch back here. Look at that. Look at that. Roll pan, which has seen better days, but that's okay. Is that tailgate blue? That is blue, isn't it? Yeah, I never realized that. But we've got that. This thing would be super easy to mini tub if we wanted to. We just cut it out. Boom, boom,
The
boom.
seat moves.
Yeah, because it's not bolted down. All right, let's weigh the thing. Let's do that. Yeah,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Guess.
Guess.
Guess. Guess. Have a go.
So online, now granted that Fox body's heavy. It's got power windows, you know, full interior, everything. These things from the factory were only like 2,500 pounds, I think.
Okay.
So we've got no motor, no trans. It probably came with a 4-cylinder that didn't weigh much. 1850.
Wait, let's show the people.
Show the people.
What was your guess?
1850.
Let me see if it'll focus on her. Uh-huh.
Can I see?
1830. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. So,
Here you go.
yeah, the Fox body was 1995. This thing is 1833, and there's a drive shaft back here. The Fox body didn't have a drive shaft. Everything else about the same though. We do have some, I think these are small block Ford headers. We're not going to use those. So I was right. We should use this one. It's lighter.
You should have bet on it.
We should have bet on it. The over under. We can make it even lighter right now.
By taking that stuff out of the trunk? Out there? Take that out?
Yeah, we can do that, but we can take something out. Oh, and look what it had on the back. I didn't put that there.
You didn't?
No.
How about that?
Yeah. See? I love shit boxes, man. I will say, I do hate that this thing sits like a monster truck. Right now, it's got the axle under the leaf springs, and these things have a weird I-beam front suspension. I'm gonna see if maybe I can catch a Black Friday deal on the lowering kit.
Of course you are.
Yeah, because it's would do like 3 inches in the front, 4 inches in the rear, and the rear is a flip kit, so it'll put the axle on top of the leaf springs instead of underneath of them.
Alright, so this is your choice then.
I think so. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping it would be a little lighter than that. Because you gotta think, aluminum 5.3, what did we add up, like 700 pounds? It's 2,700. Meh. I'm sure we can cut some stuff out of this thing.
So now do we push this one back outside and bring the other one back in, or we leave it as it is?
No, the Mustang, I'm still like trying to trade off with people.
It's such a nice car. And I'm not a Mustang person, but that's really nice.
I know.
It's very clean. It's very clean.
And I feel like the only way we're getting rid of that car is to put it together. And then once I put it together and be like, I don't know if I want to get rid of this. But then again, I got so many cars and I want to get rid of them all. Let's talk a little bit about what we've got to do. This thing has a Holley fuel pump on it, a blue everything. Unfortunately, the only part of this fuel system that's going to work is the fuel cell, because this is all for carbureted stuff. When you guys see, when I get my package in from Texas Speed, or packages, you'll see what we got, and we're definitely not putting a carburetor on the old Ruthless Runt there. And I could be off a little bit about the weight, but 2,700. So if we could be 26 or less with me in it, I think we'd be doing pretty. And then at that point, it's not going to take a crazy amount of horsepower to run a decent number. Because my goal is we're going to build it, and I'm likely going to order an 850 cage, because if we're going to do it, why only do a 6-point or let's just do an 850. Like, we're already doing a cage. We're doing most of the work. So I'll order an 850 cage. They are very strict on NHRA rules and that kind of stuff. I think the cage has to be certified in order to run 850. I don't have an NHRA license, so I know that there's some time limitation there. I think Very worst case, I'll be able to run 10.0 in the quarter. Very best case, I may be able to go a little faster. So I say we just build it, and then at tech, I'll let them tell me how fast I can go. If it's 10.0, we can probably do it on wastegate. You know what I mean? Like, we probably won't have to add any boost, which will be great for the ultimate goal of just finishing sick week. Finishing is hard enough. We'll do that. We'll do the first one if I can run 10.0. If they tell me I can run faster, then my goal will be single digit passes, 999s or better all week long. What are you doing? Roll it down.
Out with the car. Yeah.
The door handles don't work?
No. No.
So you guys are trapped in there?
No. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, now you're trapped. Good. Finally. Hey, you want to go home and get some dinner?
Yeah.
Maybe just me and you?
Yeah, let's go.
No.
Let's go. Bye, girls.
You can't leave kids alone.
You're not alone. You got each other.
Yeah.
Legal.
Security system, you're fine.
Yeah,
It's
that's it.
illegal. It's
Aw.
What are we doing?
We got to get this seat out.
You're right to put the seats in there.
Did we get the other seats out the car?
We haven't yet. What are we stuck on? Hey, Meatball. You having this thing with me?
Plug it out.
Grab that side.
My sock fell down.
No, not the sock. Alright, pull it out. Pull. Pull.
There you go.
Pull. We got seats. I got some Jag seats on sale the other day. And the kids have been using them as living room furniture.
So we can replace.
No, we can't bring the bench seat into the house. It's furniture, honey. We have couches and stuff.
Why can't we?
It'd be a nice touch to our house.
It fits pretty well in there. You gonna put it in the other side, Meatball? Yeah, you can test it out.
I want to test them out too.
Love and Lila.
Oh,
Wait.
you move around.
No, no. Ah.
I'm shocked too.
Hey, the other seats were higher than the seat.
Well, we don't have the bracket to raise it up either.
Hmm.
Can we use these or do we have to use the bench seat? And that becomes the question.
It's a pretty long ride down to Florida in those seats.
Yeah, but they are actually pretty comfortable.
They are.
Yours are all so weird. What's up?
This is why you can't be trusting kids. It works just fine. I don't know what them kids are talking about.
Fine.
No, that one works just fine too.
Oh, that one works too? Oh.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know. I mean, I like the seat in here. The bench seat is nice too. If I put the cage in here, because the cage is gonna have to be behind the seat. You know, we're gonna have to be.
Up on that steering
We're
wheel.
gonna have to be up on it,
Mm.
which is fine. Seats are like the least of the problem. This thing doesn't even have a motor in it. We don't have a motor built. Oh,
Alright, get on out. Let's go on home.
well, the seat moves, so the seat comes with me. Plus, the floor's not level. So,
I did
yeah,
it.
there's that.
The seat's sideways though.
I like it. Be a good little SHITBOX beater truck, right?
But don't beat it up too much. Because I'm going to take it.
You want to take it?
Yeah.
What do you want this for?
For stuff. Don't worry about it.
Huh?
Stuff. Don't worry about it.
For stuff. Are you still gonna want it for stuff if there's a giant turbo hanging out of the hood?
No.
That's what's happening. We're doing at least one giant turbo, if not two smaller turbos.
Great.
Mom and Dad and Layla, you are all loved. With some fancy pictures. Some fancy artwork. Bam. Alright, that's gonna do it for today. I gotta get parts ordered. I gotta get the rest of what we need. I think next step on the agenda should hopefully be assembling the engine. All the rest of the parts are coming in for that. I went all out. I mean, that's going to be the good motor, and we're not really going to push it to its limits on sick week if this all works out the way that I plan it, but we will break it in nicely. So,
Okay.
huh?
I said, well, okay.
Well, I need some tea. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment below. What do you think of the FFR? Is it a better choice than the Fox body? I will say this, that we can make the Fox body lighter than this. It's easier because there's more parts and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that Fox body's so nice inside. I would hate to tear it up when you don't really have intention on keeping it forever.
Yeah, well, the thing is just there's some differences. Like, this is a full frame rail truck, so when you do the cage, you just do outriggers off the side of the cage, or off the side of the frame. That's a unibody. I mean, you got to do plates to the floor, so we're ripping up carpet. This thing doesn't have carpet. It's a truck, you know what I mean? So it's more like rough and shitboxy. Here's the thing. If I go to sick week in a Fox body, there's probably going to be 40 Fox bodies. I mean, 350 plus cars competing, however many in sick ward. I'm probably more than 40 are going to be Fox bodies. If I go in a Ford Ranger, how many people are going to be in a Ford Ranger?
I can't tell you that.
Probably not many. I might be the only one. So, hopefully all these blinkers and stuff still work. We'll get some battery power. We'll get it hooked up. But I'll check in with you guys next time. Don't break the car.
Which one?
Ah, I know I got 7 of them, but it doesn't mean you can start breaking them all.
Unintentional.
So we'll check back in on this project. Like I said, a lot of this is going to be determined on how I'm feeling
There's scratches
with the health, everything else going on. But I think this would be a fun little project. I'm looking forward to getting into it. And I think I got to check. I think we can use those mounts from the Fox body to put the LS in here, which would be dope.
All right, let's get it together. Figure it out.
All right, well then go get the mounts.
There's scratches in the mirror.
Oh,
There is scratch. I'm kidding.
okay.
Yeah, we don't got to do all that.
All right.
Bye, people.
Bye, people.
Bye, people.